If you bought McLaren F1 in early 2000s, you would only pay $400,000. And if you held on to it for the next 20 years, nowadays you would be a very rich man, as now they sell for upwards of $20 million. We can't turn back time, and yes, $400,000 is a huge amount of money for a single car. What if there are cool cars that are about to become classics and start appreciating in value? And what if I told you that these cars I'm about to share, not just future classics, but also currently cost around $20,000 or less? Not bad, huh? I spent 7 days researching and looking and listening to every car expert and car collector I possibly could to gather these 7 cars for you to buy, enjoy, and gain some monetary wealth. And at the end of this video, there will be a bonus car that I haven't included on this list, but it'll blow your mind and will add some gains to your net worth. One thing I'm absolutely obsessed with when it comes to cars, and specifically cool cars, is the financial side of them. I don't want to pay out of my own pocket so much money to own these cars, so I look for cars that I can own for free and potentially even grow monetary wise while owning these cars and make money when I'm selling it. So this list, I'm so excited about it. These 7 cars are truly special, and most of these cars I'm excited to start buying very soon. So number 1, we're gonna start with Jaguar XK8. This car was an absolute game changer for Jaguar. It was based on Aston Martin DB7, but the difference is, even though they look so similar, is that you would pay $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 more for the Jaguar badge. And to me, that wasn't a trade-off that was worth it. And in my opinion, Jaguar actually looked a little cooler, and it was pretty substantial in Jaguar's history, because prior to that, Jaguar has been doing the XJS for 20 years or so, and the company needed something new, and that new was the Jaguar XK8. And in 1998, Jaguar introduced the XKR, the high-performance version of XK8, and that was a really cool car. This car represents the highest point of Jaguar as a car company since XJ220 supercar. Unfortunately, XK8 still remains the highest point of Jaguar, and that is why the XKR version is the future classic, and it will start appreciating in value. It had naturally aspirated V8, and in 2003 the engine grew to 4.2 liter, and that's the one to get. It has 0 to 60 in about 5 seconds, and an absolute joy to drive. And there is a reason why XKR was in one of the James Bond movies, because it is that cool. Number 2 car on this list is the first generation Audi TT MK1. Before TT came out, Audi used to build very simple and usable everyday cars. It was all strict and no fun looking. Boring. But that changed when Audi TT came out in 1998. The design of it was the biggest highlight and most discussed aspect. Timeless design, and even today it looks so interesting and cool, and that is enough to make it a future classic. But at the same time, it was kind of dangerous. It had a lethal flaw that was fixed by adding the rear spoiler. It used to kill people. Can you imagine this cute little thing killing people? But that's exactly what it did before they added the spoiler from the factory. Most of them made with 1.8 liter turbo 4-cylinder with automatic and manual, but there is a very fast and rare version of it with 3.2 liter V6, and that's the one to get, or get one with no spoiler, the dangerous one. Now let's go to more practical car that will be a future classic and start appreciating in value, and that is a sedan. It's the 6th generation Dodge Charger SRT8. Before the Hellcat, the Scat Pack, and all the last call editions, the SRT8 was the most muscular trim in the Dodge Charger lineup. This cool, aggressive looking sedan definitely a future classic, especially if you pick one in crazy colors that they came with. And speaking of crazy, there's this color called Plum Crazy Pearl Coat. The word crazy included in the name of the color. Then your probability if you pick one of these would definitely is higher to appreciate by holding on to these beautiful cars. But number 4, we're going back to 2 doors, and it is a no-brainer car, and it is the best high-performance car bargain. I'm talking about C5 Corvette Z06. I'm gonna be honest, it is pretty hard nowadays to find C5 Z06 for around $20,000, but it is still possible because it is, like I said, best high-performance car bargain, and people now know about it. It has the improved 5.7 liter LS6 V8 with 405 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 4 seconds, quarter mile in the 12. How crazy, what a cool car this is. These Z06s already have seen huge increase in the value and in demand, and everyone basically know that these cars are gonna keep going up in value because they're that good. And to be honest, they're still affordable. Even if you pay 25, 26, under 30K, mark my words, in 5-6 years, these cars are gonna be around $40,000, $45,000. Another 2-door and number 5 sports car car that you can definitely buy way below $20,000 is the entry-level sports car from Porsche. I'm talking about 986 Boxster S. This is the most fun and most thrilling cheap entry-level sports car you can buy today. It has the flat six 3.2 liter with 250 horsepower for such a super lightweight car. This is literally the formula for one of the best handling cars of 2000. You might now find it attractive because those kidney lights, once hated so badly, are coming around now among car enthusiasts. Most car enthusiasts never found those kidney headlights attractive, but nowadays some of them coming around and they realize this is such a great car. But for Porsche, this was a very significant and special car because in 1990s Porsche was suffering really bad from financial crisis, and by coming up with Boxster and Cayenne, they literally saved the brand. And these two cars, including Boxster and Boxster S, became the moneymaker that Porsche needed. And when in 1996 Boxster was introduced to the world, it became a smashing success. You can pick up one of these for $10,000–$15,000, the Boxster S version, and while enjoying it, start getting market's appreciation because, mark my words again, it won't be too long before they start selling above $20,000. And now we're gonna finish the list with practical cars again. So number 6 is the 100 series Land Cruiser, and I'm specifically talking about earlier models. So 100 series Toyota Land Cruisers were produced from 1998 through 2007, and I own the 1998 version and I regret selling it, and here's why. And specifically early two model years, 1998 and 1999, will be the most special versions of 100 series Land Cruisers for one reason. Those two model years had something that later models never had, and that is rear differential lag that improves the off-road capabilities. Like I said, I had the 1998 version, I absolutely loved it, but unfortunately I sold it and I absolutely regret it. And if you have one for sale, please reach out to me, let me know in the comment section because I want to buy another one. That car gonna be around $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 going forward. How I know it? Look at the 80 series Land Cruiser market. It's going absolutely insane. And to finish up this list, there's another practical future classic. I'm talking about 2006, 2007 Subaru Impreza WRX. The second generation WRX model is called Hawkeye. I think their design is really cool, very sharp, very aggressive styling, and they call Hawkeye for their headlight design. These are fantastic rally-inspired cars. They came in the form of sedans and hatchbacks. These might not sound like super powerful, but they were indeed pretty quick and nimble with their flat 4-cylinder powertrain, plus a mandatory 6-speed manual transmission, all-wheel drive, and like I said, a cool, wonderful, aggressive styling. Subarus are generally known for holding value really good, one of the best actually in the car world, but WRX versions are really special ones, and I have no doubt that this generation of WRX in the form of hatchback and sedan, which nowadays unfortunately we have no hatchback version of WRX anymore, will be a future classic and start appreciating in value. They actually did start appreciating in value, and in really good shape with lower miles, they're actually trading at above $20,000. So please don't wait too long. If you're into WRXs and wanted one, you have to pick one up now because going forward, they're gonna get super expensive. And now the bonus car, the car I did not include on this list for whatever reason, but I truly think this car has a huge potential going forward and becoming future classic, is the R230 SL600 Mercedes, and specifically 2004 through 2006 model years, because you can still pick these up for around $20,000 or less for a naturally aspirated V12. This is the only non-AMG version of V12 that I personally know, and these V12s, they called M275, are incredibly reliable and bulletproof and amazing to drive. The SL600, it was introduced for 2004 model year, and it was powered, like I said, by M275 engine, which was a twin-turbo 5.5 liter V12. It generated 493 horsepower. Absolutely insane. And its massive power was sent to the rear wheels via 7-speed automatic transmission. I think it looks great, I think it's pretty rare, and I think it costs nothing compared to what this car delivers. This car new was around $130,000, $150,000, and it doesn't get the recognition it deserves. So what do you guys think? Was I spot on all these cars? Please let me know in the comment section, and also let me know what do you think gonna be a future classic and gonna appreciate in value like crazy. And if you want to find out what other car delivers a V8 power, great performance, and super luxurious for under $5,000, watch this video here. Could be a future classic too.